Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center. As you can see by the title, man, I'm talking about the one, the only Patrick Mahomes, man. Go on and clap it up one more time. Go ahead and give it a clap up for the man of the hour, man. If you're a Patrick Mahomes hater, you might want to click off this video. So if you're a Las Vegas Raiders fan, I understand why you might not want to watch this video. It's understandable, so you can click off. But if you are a Kansas City Chiefs fan, you're going to want to watch this video. And if you're just a Patrick Mahomes fan, just like me, because I'm not a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I just admire greatness, then you're going to want to click on this video. So I'm going to be basically breaking down why, in my opinion, I feel like Patrick Mahomes is the greatest in the game right now, and I'm kind of just gonna give you guys a little brief run through of his credentials to go along with what I'm about to get to speak about. So we're gonna start from 2017. Obviously, we know 2017 was still Alex Smith. He was still starting at that point, so he only played one game that year. I think he threw for like 100-some yards and threw an interception in that game. So fast forward to 2018, first year as a starter, he won MVP. He threw for 5,097 yards, 50 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. So unlike Jameis Winston, who threw for 30 and 5,000 yards, the touchdown interception ratio is magnificent in Mahomes' case. You know what I mean? Just throwing it out there. So in 2019, he passed for 4,031 yards, 26 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. In 2020, he passed for 4,740 yards, 38 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. In 2021, he passed for 4,839 yards, 37 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. And in the year without Tyreek Hill, everybody kept saying, "Oh, if he lose Tyreek Hill, he won't, be nothing, yada yada yada." He goes on to throw for the most yards. He didn't pass for the most touchdowns, but actually had, one of the greatest seasons, if not the greatest season of his career without Tyreek Hill. He threw for 5,250 yards, 41 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. I got choked up on that, man. First year without Tyreek. In 2023, he passed for 4,183 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. And here's the thing. In my opinion, and I'm pretty sure Kansas City Chiefs fans' opinion, that was the worst season in terms of, as far as offense goes, in terms of the Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes era. So I'm going to get back to that, but now I'm going to give you some individual accolades, man. This man is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. This man is a 3-time Super Bowl MVP. This man is a 2-time league MVP in 2018 and 2022. This man is the NFL Offensive Player of the Year for 2018. This man is a 6-time All-Pro. This man is a 2-time NFL passing touchdown leader in 2018 and 2022. This man is an NFL passing yards leader in 2022. This man is Sports Illustrated Person of the Year in 2020. Let me drop the mic off, the pen in this case, for those accolades. Now, let me give you guys why I say he is. So, okay, we're gonna go back to the end of the 2021 season. So everybody was saying that, if he lose Tyreek Hill, he won't be as good as he's been. It's all Tyreek Hill, right? So Tyreek Hill leaves, goes to Miami. He comes back and has one of the best years of his career. So now, first, this is what we're going to do. I even skipped it. So we're going to go back to 2021, like throughout the season. So if you go back to the beginning of 2021, the Chiefs were struggling. I think they might have started off the season like 1-3. They might not have won no game. I just remember that they were struggling. I remember everybody was saying, "Oh, they done figured Patrick Mahomes out. He ain't nothing now. They done figured out the formula for him." And I kept telling people, they're going to be all right. I'm telling you, they're going to be all right. Even if I didn't believe it, I still had to believe they were going to be all right. And the thing is, when you look at that season, when Patrick Mahomes first took over as a starter, where were they bread and butter? It was deep down the field, explosive plays, right? That's how they was eating a lot, right? So teams obviously from season to season started to pick up and say, okay, they're killing downfield. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna sit back and cover threes, whatever the case may be, to limit the effectiveness of the deep ball. So here's the thing: cover 3, cover 4, all those defensive schemes are designed to take away the deep ball. So if you have a team and a quarterback that's so accustomed to driving down the field in 5 plays and 4 plays and 6 plays and getting touchdowns, he becomes, that's a part of it. So it's like, okay, you're gonna always target that. So when you look at it, he threw 13 interceptions that year. So you were throwing into the heart of the defense in the cover 3 and the cover 4 because you wasn't taking the check down routes. You wasn't taking the 2-yard pass, the 2-yard pass here, the 5-yard pass here, the 3-yard run here. That's a first down. We might not be marching down in 5 or 6 plays, but at the end of the day, a first down is a first down. 7 points is 7 points, regardless of how long it took you to score it and how you scored it. It's still 7 points on the board. Same thing with the field goal. So I remember seeing somewhat of an interview from that year, and he was saying that the thing that made him so great was the fact that, well, I wouldn't say the thing that made him so great, but he would say the thing that he improved on was being fundamentally the IQ version of it, IQ side of it, right? And what's that? Taking what the defense gives you. So if this defense is taking away what we want to do, they're saying, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this away, but we're going to give you this. Now, if the quarterback and the offensive, if the coach and the offensive coordinator is greedy, they're going to try to throw into the heart of the defense. Don't do that. We're going to hurt y'all here. When either y'all going to make adjustments or we're going to nickel and dime y'all all the way down the field and we're going to come up with 3 or 7 points every game. That's the Bill Belichick way. We're going to bend, but we don't break. We'll give you a field goal, but we're not giving you no touchdowns. So every team doesn't have the personnel to play with that level of with that sense of urgency in a sense. So also, this is something else. It was an interview he did when he was in a barbershop. And I forgot what, I think he might have been 3 years in the league at that point. It might have been like 2019, 2020, I believe. And he was saying that at that point, he had only been playing quarterback for 5 years. People may not know he didn't start playing quarterback until his junior year of high school. He was playing safety at that point. So he was saying that in that interview at that time, like how when you look at how Brady reads defenses and how Manning read defenses and how Breeze read defenses, he didn't know how to do that. He knew defense and but he didn't know how to read like the pre-snap reads and things of that nature. He didn't know that. You know what I mean? And, now you see that he's accumulated that knowledge. So now you see the growth. So now we're going to go to 2022. So guess what? He loses Tyreek Hill. Everybody say he's not going to be the same Patrick Mahomes. He comes out and have more arguably the best season of his career without his main weapon. So he was able to do it without Tyreek Hill. So now everybody's saying he's so great that everybody's trying to say, okay, well, only reason why he's doing it now is because of Travis Kelce. So I'm saying to y'all, so y'all want this man to really just go get receivers and tight ends off the street and get the same results. Come on, man. You gotta be realistic. When you look at Brady, a lot of his years, who did he have? Rob Gronkowski. When you look at Peyton Manning, a lot of his years, who did he have? Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark. When you look at Drew Brees, who was his go-to guy for, Marcus Colston. Jimmy Graham for the time. He had Jimmy Graham. And later on throughout his career, Michael Thomas. When you look at Aaron Rodgers, who he had early on, Jordy Nelson. And then you fast forward to getting Devontae Adams. So all of these quarterbacks that done these things had those scapegoat guys to where it's like, okay, if all else fails, I'm going to get this ball to this person right here and he's going to come through and make a play for me. So to sit there and to say those things, it is trying to take away from how great he really is, opposed to just admiring the greatness. So you go to the 2023 season, right? And keep in mind, 2022 season, he got hurt in the Jaguars game and was able to play through the Super Bowl, push through that injury, and come out with the victory. Now, I know a lot of you might be like, oh, man, stop riding Patrick Mahomes. Man, at the end of the day, I admire greatness. You know what I mean? I admire a person who can continue to evolve regardless of what limitations that everybody put on him, you know what I mean? And that's what the greats do. So for this particular video, I'm big up in Patrick Mahomes because we need to we admire the guys who put that type of work, that type of effort, that type of investment into the game to be able to get these results on a year-to-year basis. I'm all about giving people their flowers while they can smell them. You know what I mean? So now we're gonna fast forward to this past season, 2023 season, and if you look at it statistically, that was it wasn't his worst, his lowest year in terms of pass yards. That was the 2019 season. It wasn't his lowest passing touchdown season. That was the 2019 season, and that was his highest interception season with 14 interceptions. So you look at that team, right, and you look at the struggles they had at the beginning of the season. You know, obviously when they lost to the Detroit Lions, when you had a lot of guys out there dropping passes. I think that from 2021, he made that elevation because he was able to take what the defense gave him. In 2022, he was able to make adjustments of losing Tyreek Hill. In 2023, I feel like he was able to be more so of a game manager. You know what I mean? He wasn't coming out and throwing for no 5,000 yards, no 50-something touchdowns, no 40-something touchdowns. He wasn't doing that. He was having to rely on his defense. That year, this was the worst offense in the Mahomes and Andy Reid era, but that was the best offense in the best defense in the Andy Reid and Mahomes era. So shout out to Steve Spagnuolo. So he was understanding that, okay, I got a defense that's gonna, come through it for us more times than not. So my thing is to manage the ball. Don't turn the ball over. Make smart decisions. Make smart reads. Obviously, he threw 14 interceptions, which is his highest interception. But you got to understand a lot of times interceptions can come from not just the quarterback fault. It can be tipped balls at the line of scrimmage. It can be tipped balls, drop balls by receivers. It could be receivers running the wrong route or just improper communication and things of that nature. So, you can't just always assume that it's the quarterback fault whenever it comes to interceptions. But I've just watched this guy. Everything that they put in front of him and said that this was why he's so successful, he's been able to break that barrier down and continuously grow. And this guy has all of this at this particular moment. I'm making this video has been done at the age of 28. He's been to 4 Super Bowls. He only lost one of them. That was to Brady. But that's all at the age of 28, man. This guy hasn't even hit, 30, just so it's almost like, okay, I'm excited to see these next few years. And the reason why I'm so big up on Mahomes is because you got to think, I'm 28 myself. I'm young. So I didn't have the chance to watch Brady from, Michigan State to the early years of the Patriots. I didn't start getting onto Brady, until I would say probably whatever year Madden 10 came out. Really, I remember playing with Tom Brady and Randy Moss on there, but at that time I wasn't a pugilist for the sport. I didn't understand what I was witnessing and how great that was. I didn't understand that at that time that Tom Brady was going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks, if not the greatest of all time. So I didn't have a chance to grow up and witness that. I can grow and witness Mahomes. So when kids ask, "Hey Rob, was this dude really that good?" I can tell you, nah, he was legit. I can tell you that about the back half of Brady's career, but I'm able to watch this from the beginning season up until now. So, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to what's to come with Mahomes, man, because I think that the sky's the limit with this guy. Do I think he can reach 7 Super Bowl rings? I mean, he's been to 4, but you got to understand, it's not as easy as we make it seem to win a Super Bowl ring. We make it seem like it's just you can go outside and climb up in a tree and pull a leaf down, and that's a Super Bowl ring, man. There's a lot of things to take into consideration. You got to take injuries into consideration. You got to take the moving around of personnel into consideration, in terms of players and in terms of coaching. So, it's a lot of things that you have to take into consideration. So to say that, I think in a sense it's kind of like making a blanket statement, but I think that he has more success to come in terms of Super Bowl appearances and probably even Super Bowl rings, for that matter. But I just wanted to kind of, like I said, just kind of give you guys a rundown of what I've seen and the growth and development I've seen from this guy from 2018 up into especially these last 3 years when we've put everything. When I say we, I mean the media and Chiefs haters and Mahomes haters, that we've put all these labels on him, and look at what he's done. Now I will tell you this. A game that I am very, very, very much excited for is when they play the Las Vegas Raiders with the whole Kermit the Frog thing, And like Mahomes said, I'm address that when it's time. So I'm looking forward to that. So, you know, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like I always tell y'all, let me know, hey, Rob, you was right, but I think you missed this. And I say, my bad. And then let me know if you say, hey, Rob, you was wrong. I hate that guy. And this is why. Let me know. Like I told you, I'm not ducking no comments. I'm not ducking no smoke. I'm not ducking no debates. You might, whatever you come at, that might be a title for the video. So feel free to, you know, take your shots in the comment section, man. I'm not tripping. But that is it for this video. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, click that post notification bell. That way you be notified every time I upload, man. Because I got these videos coming back to back. Like I always tell you guys, man, I'm trying to bring some of the best sports analyticism to YouTube, man. So if you are a pugilist of the sport of football and several other sports, then you are on the right channel, man. So I shout out to all you guys who subscribe. Shout out to all you guys who support each and every video, man. We only going up from here. So jump on the bandwagon now before we get too big, man. Jump on the bandwagon to see me become the YouTube or the sports analyst version of Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? That's just speaking into existence. But I'll see y'all in this video. I'm out this thing. Peace.